Hi, old guy in shed here. As you may have noticed, I'm not in my usual attire. This is because today I'm taking part in the Distinguished Gentleman's motorcycle ride for charity. I'm using the Falcone, complete with my open face helmet, but I will be changing the open face helmet at some point for my full face helmet, so as I can use the camera and give you an idea of what I'm up to on the old Falcone. I feel that this is the best bike in my my meagre collection to take on such a venture. I think it'll be quite good, and as the coronavirus isn't going to bother us till 6 o'clock tonight, apparently that's when we shut down, because apparently the virus is on a timetable that we don't know about. So I will be back later to give you the update of how my trip went, and I'll be taking some pictures while I'm there. So talk to you later. This will be fun. Hi, this is my ride on my Falcone. This is just going to the village where I live. This is the first junction I come to. It is an absolutely beautiful day. I've decided to do a voiceover because using the microphone on the helmet is not the greatest recording I ever get. But like I say, we'll give it a go, see what we think. Looking at the weather, I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. It's a cloudless sky. It's very, well, not very, but it's quite sharp. It has that autumnal feel to the air. I had to be very careful here. I had to literally just drift down the hill. A couple of little ponies here. There's a lot of them around where I live, so you've got to be careful. You don't want to give yourself a bad name apart from anything else. Coming to the bottom of the village, where I'll be turning right, and you'll see the centre of my village. It's a lovely place to live. The little bike just thumps away underneath me beautifully. I've got to say, it's a perfect day for the Falcone. We've been going around this village for a long time now, and you have to respect the local residents, because I have to live with them, as it were. We are now going to go up towards the coast. Again, this is an absolutely wonderful area to live, because I've got these panoramic views of the sea as we rise up over this next hill. It is very, very beautiful day. It is incredible. I say this is a recording for the Distinguished Gentleman's ride, of which I'll be going on very shortly. Well, this is part of it, really. I'm just recording this separately because my helmet carries the camera, but to go on the gentleman's ride I didn't want to turn up in a modern full face helmet. I wanted to use my open face helmet with goggles, much more suitable for this motorbike, certainly more traditional. And I think every now and then I do get a sense of old traditions. I think this is partially because I'm old and traditional. Here you can see the sea. Look at that for a view. This is absolutely beautiful. You couldn't wish for a better day to take a motorbike out for a ride and to have a look at the sea. There's no wind coming off it, as there sometimes is, and it really is great. There's a couple of tight corners coming up now, so you'll see that it really is a nice sort of bike to use, because it steers so well in these little lanes. A big bike's a bit of a handful round here, but the roads are big enough, or too big rather, for the very little bikes. So these sort of mid-range bikes are really in their element, and it's just such a nice place to be. I'm coming off this main road now, and I'll be going down some very, very tight lanes to bring me around the back of the village, as it were. And again, the bike's just small enough to handle these very tight little lanes, and it's very pleasant to sort of just plod about, because you're not under any pressure to ride a bike like this hard. It's very, very pleasant. You have to be very aware of dog walkers up here. They give you dirty looks and everything because you're a filthy motorcyclist. but now we're coming up through into the onto the common area, which is a nice place. But again, you have to be very aware. Sometimes there's a lot of sheep up here, but the number of horse riders up here is unbelievable. You've always got to be aware of the horses because they're so unpredictable. But as you can see, it's absolutely cloudless sky. I can't believe it after some of the wet weather we've had, and it's just beautiful, absolutely fantastic. Bit of a tight corner now. This is a blind spot, and trucks come round here with, you know, horse boxes and what have you. So you've got to be very careful. Doesn't appear to be too many sheep about today, which is good. Just rolling down now gently, because again, these little blind bends can catch out with not the bend themselves, but you know what's behind them. And here we go. There's a nervous horse. So you just got to be very gentle and just pull the clutch in and roll past it. Just let it bump. Just roll past. Yeah, it's a nervous one, that. Yep, very pleasant. And just let it now pull away from her, and you've not caused any problems. There we go. Now we have found that during this lockdown, where people can't go anywhere or do anything, they're ended up coming up here onto the common area, and as you see, this is all open land from here on. It's very open. There are cars everywhere. We don't normally see this number of cars up here. There are people there walking and dog walking and God knows what else. We don't normally see this amount of cars parked up here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mind you, it's people have got to do something, I guess. Another nasty little tight right-hander coming up. I've seen so many near misses here. Fortunately, I've never been involved. But it's just a tight little bend, that one. But again, can't get over how nice a day this really is for this ride. Really looking forward to going down to the little town where I'm going to, little village, meeting up with a pal of mine, and we're going to have a coffee and a cake and a chat, and then we'll be coming back to the shed. It does make a big difference to get out in this sunshine. Now just got to be careful. There's another horse box. Again, I don't know what's going on. I can't see the horse anywhere. But you know, there can just be such a distraction, and they can really get skittish with motorbikes around for some reason. So there we go. Little tight turn into the street. Oh, that one's coming on. Actually, all very pleasant. There we go. And we're now back to my shed, or as my wife likes to call it, home. There she is, the little Falcone. We can knock her off. Here we are at the village of Cowbridge. We made it with my sticker, and with my friend here going in with looking like the gentleman on his Triumph. Absolutely wonderful. Had a lovely ride in the autumn sun, and I'm now going for a coffee. My friend took this video of me as I left the Emporium, little cafe that also sells motorbikes. Or is it a motorbike shop that sells coffee? I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the little Falcone disappearing off into the distance to return home. There we go. What a lovely little day. So here I am, back in my shed, my little Falcone, after my first distinguished gentleman's ride. Thoroughly enjoyed it, a lot of fun. Guy sent me a little video which you've probably seen by now, hopefully. It was very interesting. It was a bit sad that it had been subdued by the virus and we haven't been able to talk to people or get a big group together as would normally happen. Apparently, I've never done one before, so I'm guessing. But no, it was a beautiful day out, absolutely gorgeous sunshine. The bike, well, behaved impeccably. When I fired it up, when other people had arrived at the cafe that I was at, the smiles on people's faces when they heard it just ticking over, thump, thump, thump. It's really good. It's a nice bike to do this sort of thing on because it always brings a smile. Certainly to me anyway. I don't care about anybody else that much, but there you go. But that. I hope this has been a bit of a different video. And like I say, with the advent of the virus, putting a bit of a downer on things, I think it all went very well, especially for me. So until next time, guys, ride safe, be good, and don't forget to put the like and the subscribe buttons and the share. Get it shared out there. Let's show people that biking is still out there despite the virus. Okay, folks, goodbye.